Good day, this is my video presentation. Cool. What can you say about the regime of President Ferdinand Marcos?
Yes, good morning. Uh, Actually, during the regime of President Ferdinand Marcos, I was in grade 6, and I've heard that the administration of President Marcos was not good. Many bashers, many people will say that uh, he was not showing a good performance. He was not showing a good performance for a country. But uh, when I was in college, when I getting matured, I found out that President Marcos in his regime, he has he had a lot of things, good project for our country. Just like the Marcos Bridge connecting the from Bicol to Samar and Liti, and that is a great project, a huge project that he had done during his administration. And um, some of the routes, especially in Luzon and Metro Manila, were doing good. The concrete road was being formed or being formulated by President Ferdinand Marcos. And during his administration, many people to to underestimate to underestimate his administration, because some people say that President Ferdinand Marcos killed many people, such as the priests and the nuns, uh, because the priests and nuns were the ones who were trying to say bad things about his administration. And also during his administration, he closed all the television stations, the radio stations, because this TV station and radio station were the ones who were trying to look down or to underestimate his administration and saying bad things about him and about Imelda Romaldis Marcos, his wife. And aside from that, many people say that President Ferdinand Marcos was a corrupt president, because there are some rumors that he corrupted all the treasures, all the money from our government. So our country during his administration became very poor, and some people trying to complain about the economic status, because the poor became poorer, or become poorest, because President Ferdinand Marcos was getting all the money from the government. And because of that issue, many people planned to oust him from the Malacanang, because some people say that the President Ferdinand Marcos was the one who trying to command to kill Benigno Aquino Jr. At the International Airport, the NAIA now, the Ninoy Aquino International Airport, because Senator Benigno Sr. during that time had a plan to run as a president of our country. So President Marcos hired a killer to kill Benigno Aquino Sr. And at that time, the Filipino people were more angry to President Marcos. So during the election in 1986. That was yes, 1986, and they have the election between Corazon, the late President Corazon Juanco Aquino, and against him, against the Ferdinand Marcos. But unfortunately, late President Corazon Aquino was defeated by him. But there are some rumors. There are some rumors that the election was baked. I mean, the election was something like it is managed by President Ferdinand Marcos. Even President Aquino won the election, but President Ferdinand commanded the Comelec chairman that to change or to manipulate the result of the election. And luckily, on that election, President Marcos won. But because of people power, all the people gathered together in ITSA, the Epifanio de los Santos Avenue, gathered together, all the people there, like a military, policeman, the priest, the nuns, and other religious groups. They demonstrated in the ITSA, or the Epifanio de los Santos Avenue, to oust Ferdinand Marcos from Malacanang Palace, because his administration was so bad. It was worse. So at that time, because of the people power one, President Marcos fled, or he was trying to flee, going to Hawaii with his family, and of course with his wife, his better half, Imelda Romaldis Marcos. They went together in Hawaii, and then fortunately, due to people power, the late President Corazon Aquino became the president at that time. And so President Cory Aquino won the election through people power. But the result of the election at that time in 1986, the winner was late President Ferdinand Marcos. Okay, so that was the history about the regime of Ferdinand Marcos. But actually, now that I have become a teacher, I found out that Ferdinand Marcos' administration is good. Why? Because he is a disciplinarian. Before, there was a curfew hour in every community, in every barangay. The young people are not allowed to go outside in the midnight, and they only have the curfew hour in 8 o'clock in the evening. They are not allowed to go outside, and that's good because the young people cannot do bad things outside from home. Just like the other administration that they tolerate the young people to go outside at night. And I think for me now, I found out that that rule being implemented by President Marcos is good because the young people cannot do bad things outside the house. And another thing is the good things that being introduced to us, being given to us by President Marcos is the road now. The four lanes from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. It was planned by President Ferdinand Marcos. And until now, you can see that some of our roads are become 4 lanes, and it was planned by Ferdinand Marcos, and that is good for him during his administration. But at that time he planned it, but only this time was realized. So even though he passed away, he died already, but his plan, his project was implemented now, and that is the good result for our country. And another thing that he was planned before was the MRT and the LRT. It is the MRT or the Metro Rail Transit. The LRT is Land Rail Transit, running within Metro Manila, and now running from Manila into different provinces. It was planned by late President Ferdinand Marcos, and now all those infrastructures, all those buildings, all those railway stations were now materialized. But actually, it was planned. It was planned by President Marcos. Okay. It is not planned by the recent presidents, but it was planned by President Marcos before in 1972, and it was the time that he implemented the martial law because the people before were very rebellious, so he implemented the martial law, and that martial law is good for us because the people cannot the soldiers, he gave the military to have a power to run or to manipulate a certain community because he has no power to manage all the people in the Philippines because he is living in Metro Manila. So he declared the martial law in 1972, and that was the time that I was born because I was born in May 2, 1972. So at that time, the military or even the policeman had the right to manage the people in a community or in a barangay. And another good things that being planted to us until now that we enjoy is about the airport. The airport before it was planned by President Marcos. So there are many things that there are many good things that being planned by President Marcos for our country. So that's all that I can say about him, about President Marcos.
Thank you all for a wonderful answer.